What's up, brothers and sisters? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Now, we got a lot of talk on TikTok. I told y'all, these colonizers is deep. So we gotta, all we indigenous to this land, we everywhere, we this, we that. But certain things happened before all this kind of talk came about because we dealing with a generation who think they know, but they really don't know. That's why this generation is getting so much information. It's actually bad for them. Because all information ain't good information, like all knowledge ain't good knowledge. So I want to talk about the only African continent to stretch their hands out before Martin Luther King, before Malcolm X, before Fraud Muhammad, before the Black Panther Party, before the KKKs, and not just any country in Africa, but the country where they say what? The Bible come from. They say the first person was born. So they say these things for a reason. And that's why, again, it's no lie without the truth. So a lot of stuff that was said, it just didn't make it up. You see what I'm saying? It just wasn't made up. It's no lie. So the lie has a lot of truth in it. It's only half of it. We need the other half. So let me give you the other half, as that's what I've been giving y'all, this whole time. The other half, so you can see the whole picture. But I want y'all to read something with me. So y'all see, this was in 1929, 1922, early 1900s. Like I say, before all these movements, right? Now, the movements that came after this, all it was to take us away from this kind of information. Because this is the information that's going to actually start the movement. Because when you deal with Africa, what they call it, the African Union, the Union of Africa is in Ethiopia, which was called Abyssinia. So right now, if your grandparents told you you came from Magdala, you don't even know what Magdala is. Ethiopia was also called Magdala. Spelling words, huh? So let's read what's highlighted in red. Now, if you don't know who Rise to Tafari is, that is Haile Selassie. He got the Haile Selassie when he became king. After, Zatu, which was Menelik's daughter, who sent things over here concerned about the African people. So, because a lot of people think Africa didn't try to help us. So they're like, forget Africa. But that's not really true, So let's read. It says, we would welcome them back to Ethiopia, their fatherland. There is plenty of room for them here. Plenty of room. And we are certain they will be the greatest aid in restoring. The Bible talks about restore, right? Their ancient land to its promised glory. Promised land, huh? Now, when you deal with the NFL, baseball, all these things, just imagine if they would have started in Africa and they wouldn't have started here. What the continent of Africa would be like. Now, we know if we go build something in Africa, you know what? It would have what? Black roots. It's you can't hide it. You do something here, you might say it's from Rockefeller. So why is this generation, and I say, they are using social media now is becoming a tool to colonize our people all over again with false information. Now, again, the only black royalty that you can dig up that's tangible is in black and white, and it's recorded, and it also traced back to history, is the Horn of Africa. Not saying you didn't have other, because even in the Horn of Africa, you had the King of Kings, but you also had other kings that ruled. But the throne of David was in Abyssinia. Why we don't know this? Why are we not, when we got the Bible, why are we not connecting to Ethiopia? Colonizers. Now, who are the colonizers right now? The people who come on social media and spread information to colonize our people, which ain't true. Like what? We don't have no connection to Africa. That's crazy to tell a generation of people you have no connection to Africa and all your connection is here. Well, show me some majesty in black and white. Show me some majesty in black and white. Dig up some majesty. Because we're not even digging up the information they say they find in the Grand Canyon. They is. And we accepting everything we telling us like we there with the shovels in our hand. We ain't got the shovels in our hand when these people dig this stuff up and put it on TV. But then you turn around and tell people, don't believe everything on TV. Lost generation. So let's read another clause. So in this clause, it's going to help you understand why we was told we only come from West Africa. Because they didn't want to connect you to what? Where your royalty is at. They just wanted you to believe you come from. Now, Africa is huge. We don't all come from East. But the East Africans are very important, especially the scattered ones, because these will be what? Those who connected to that Bible. And even they got the Hebrews teaching what? The Ethiopians is Ham. So we don't even want to be Ethiopian, just like they told us. I don't want to be Ethiopian, you starving. So the colonizer has always moved us from East Africa, which is the Horn of Africa. So let's read right quick. So let's start with the first part in red right here. It says, an anticipation of what is to follow. Here I need only to point out, for more than a half century, Afro-Americans have participated directly in diverse and often unique developmental activities in Ethiopia society, and attend only to review the social characteristics of this envelopment. So let's jump down to the other part. It says, however, for a multitude of reasons, there are not clear. However, for a multitude of reasons, this stuff ain't clear. But why is not clear? The colonizers. Let's keep going. It says, the diverse roles of Afro-Americans in Ethiopian society have been poorly understood. Popular writings have contributed to this misrepresentation of facts about the attitudes of Ethiopians towards Afro-Americans, which I hope in this paper will largely dispel. So as you see, misunderstood. But why? Colonizing. So at the end of this, y'all, I'm just finna show y'all some Ethiopian features that look like what? What you see sitting in this chair, and many other what? Afro-Americans. Because we always like to say, African people don't look like us. Well, let's look at these African, and I'm just gonna show you African princes. It got many ethnic groups in Ethiopia, but I'm just gonna show you the princes and the kings. Oh man, look like my uncle right there. Yeah, this is Haile Selassie's daddy, by the way. Yeah, he was a prince. Yeah. He was high up in rank. Yeah. Now here's Menelik. Look like somebody old drunk uncle sitting under the tree getting drunk, huh? Right over in America, depressed. Because in his DNA, he is a king, but he's being treated like a peasant. Because what? He can't survive in this system. Let's go to another. Now, I did want to show you these Indian hats. And like I said, if y'all go do your own research and look at the ancient pictures from the 1860s to 1920s, you will see a lot of these Indian hats. Because we like to say we Indians, right? Yeah, that's where Indians probably come from. But who's to say? I wasn't there. But I'm just giving you the facts. And the last picture I had to give y'all. Why you think we like wearing do-rags? This the King of Kings. This is the last King of Kings. Well, I won't say the last, but before it really got invaded by the Italians. Because the Italians didn't take over at his reign. The Italians took over in Haile Selassie's reign. So look like a brother man with a do-rag on, huh? Who the police chasing, huh? So I hope this video enlightened my brothers and sisters as always, man. As always, man, I hope the Father has circumcised y'all hearts and ears for the message. Peace and blessings, y'all. I'm out.